Yo, what's up guys, Mando here, and today I have a Demon Lock solo shuffle slash just PvP in general guide, and this is the talents I'm running currently. It's pretty standard. It's not like the ones you ran in the previous seasons though. The previous seasons you run like Big Tyrant because it did more damage, but now it's a lot more consistent damage with Demon Bolt. Using Sacrifice Souls, 4% additional Demon Bolt damage per demon you have summoned. Very solid, consistent damage with this build. Very, very solid. Now, you don't have as much burst as a downside, I guess, but your Tyrant doesn't really do burst anyway. Like, unironically, Tyrant is under 2-3% of my damage every game. And even if I ran this, it would be maybe like 4 and 5% instead. You know what I mean? Even if it's free casting, so. Yeah, just, it's not crazy anymore like it was. And these are the PvP talents I run. I run Master Summoner every game. You run Fel Obelisk probably 90% of the time. The only time I do not run Fel Obelisk is into something like double melee, like Turbo with The Walking Dead. Something that's gonna not only kill my Fel Obelisk really quickly, but I also need. The only thing I would run over is Gateway. And then the requirements for me to run that is something that's going to kill my Fel Obelisk quickly, but also I need a Gateway Mastery so I can kite them better. Like Ret War, Turbo, The Walking Dead, in like a lot of double melee, you can run Gateway Mastery and Impish. But if it's just like melee caster or something, like let's say a Warrior, like at Warrior Ellie, Thunder, you run Impish and Fel Obelisk, you place your Fel Obelisk, and I Impish for more kiting for the Warrior. Like 99% of the time, I'm going Impish against Warrior because they only do physical damage. I'm gonna get so much CDR on port, and it's really good. Now, something you can run like Observer into, that's like a melee caster, is like DK Ellie or DK caster. You run Observer because it does damage to the DK and the caster. That's good too. But yeah, in general, my talents are Fel Obelisk like 90% of the time, Master Summoner 100% of the time, and you can switch out Impish or Observer, depending on what you're going against. Now when it comes to gear, I'm just running mainly Haste Master, or Haste Versatility, but I do have the Seal of Defile, or the Seal of Duty, whatever the fuck. Gives you shield, obviously, and what's really nice about it is the stats, how much mastery it gives, and off you also get haste from it, and it's a little bit more stamina from being 535 when you fully upgrade it. And other than that, it's primarily haste versatility. But some pieces I craft are on. Actually, I'm haste verse on this too. It's like, so here, let me go to my stats when I'm in arena. Yeah, 34% verse, 36 hate mastery, 41% haste. So you want majority haste, and then some mastery still, but also like at least 30% versatility usually. But I am crafting haste mastery for my boots because I do have 34% haste is like 32 to 34% haste is where you want it, or sorry, 32 to 34% versatility is about where you want to be. So, and then I'm running when you're above 90% HP you gain 1100 mastery, really solid, because you get mastery and that just gives you damage, so solid embellishment. If you don't want to run that, you can run Guesstilation too. Every time you CC something, it gives you main stat, that's good too. Either way, up to you. And then I'm precog my boots, and yeah, let's go into the rotation. Alright, so your rotation is basically, you want to try to get a couple Hand to Gul'dans if you can, but if you can't, that's fine. You want to Power Siphon really early, and there's Demon Bolt. Try to get Hand to Gul'dan into Demon Bolt. Try to get that instant cast Dreadstalker cast. If you can't, that's fine, but if you can, that's really good. And make sure you have Dreadstalkers up and Grimoire Felguard, and then you Tyrant, and then you Obelisk, and then you can use your Blade Storm too, and then just be spamming, Shadow Bolts and Hand to Gul'dans if you're trying to damage. You can also try to get a Fear on the healer or something. Really good. Or if you get the Fear on your burst, that's really good. And then, stun the kill target. Grimoire Felguard or stun whoever you're sending it on, but, stun the kill target or stun the healer, whatever, just depending on the situation. Press the Dreadstalkers off of cooldown. That's really important. Dreadstalkers is a ton of your damage, and if you press that off cooldown, I'm telling you, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. Other than that, just spend Demon Bolt procs as you need shards. So like every time, like I'm Hand Gul'daning into a Demon Bolt, and then pressing Felobelisk pretty much off cooldown. Power Siphon when you need procs for Demon Bolt. You know, Shadow Bolt when you don't have the shards, or deep procs. And then, like I said, use Dreadstalkers off cooldown. You can just use Demonic Strength off cooldown. Like, you pretty much use everything off cooldown, and then you can try to make for your next Tyrant. You want to make sure you have Dreadstalkers up. You don't want to wait. So in PvE, you actually wait for Grimoire Felguard for Tyrant, so optimal damage rotation, but you don't need to do that in PvP. You just use Tyrant as you get it. Like, as soon as I get Tyrant back, I'm just going to try to get as many Hand Gul'dans up as possible. And then Dreadstalkers, make sure you have Dreadstalkers up when you Tyrant. That's very important, because it extends Dreadstalker duration. Then, you know, Dreadstalkers, use my Shoal Shards, and then Tyrant. And then, you know, just spamming damage. At this, like, during this, you're not going to be doing as much damage or casting as much, because you'll be casting Fears way more, and then, you know, porting, kiting, all that, so. This is just, you're standing here attacking a target rotation. And then as you need to stun, you can send your stun. Like your first Tyrant, you're going to want to try to have Grimoire Felguard up. But other than that, just press it as you need stuns, you know. But that's pretty much it for the rotation. Let me show you some of my macros. I have Fear 1, 2, 3. For Demo, it doesn't matter, but I have CS 1, 2, 3. And make sure you have Soulburn, every ability that Soulburns. So I have Soulburn Port, Soulburn Gate, Soulburn Health Funnel. I have Soulburn Drain, but you never press Drain Life as Demo. And yeah, Pet Attack. Make sure you have a Pet Attack keybind, or actually, yeah, you don't need a macro for that. You just have your, you know, your pet attack from your pet. Right here, you just drag it onto your bars. Make sure you have a pet attack. That's very important too. And for weak auras, I mainly use, you probably want to kill Observer weak aura because it's very annoying. Observer is, and then also you can, my highest, like my number one best weak aura I have is T nameplate totems. That makes it so you see the nameplates and it's like very obvious when they press a totem. This is especially important when you're playing Warlock because you know when they have Tremor up and you don't want to fear the Tremor. You want to try to kill Tremor and then you can fear whatever, or you can try to bait out Tremor with your fear. So yeah, just make sure you have this weak aura T nameplate totems. And like I said about the rotation thing, it's way better to, you know, fear everything as you can compared to just standing there pressing Shadow Bolt, unless you're trying to get like soul shards for your Tyrant or something, because it's like you just get way more value of Shadow Bolt doesn't do insane damage. It's like 50-60k, and then you know, fear, obviously you're CCing them, so fear's priority is higher on fear than Shadow Bolt. But if you can't fear, or everything's DR or something, you can definitely just Shadow Bolt and farm damage. Now this guide may be useful, but what's even more useful is watching someone actually play Demonology Warlock. So, you know, watch some of my videos, or you can go watch on my Twitch. You can go do that too. If you have any questions for me, feel free to comment, or you can join my Discord server I just made and let me know. Link in the description. But that's pretty much it. Like, subscribe. See you later.